If your YouTube channel is not growing, chances are you are making at least one of these mistakes, and they are killing your progress. Let's put a stop to that today. Hey, it's me. Not just me. I am Shekira Unique. I know I keep calling you, but I literally just thunk of something else. I just thunk of something else. I just thought of something else that I wanted to talk to you about. So while I have you on my line and I know you're not doing anything, let's go ahead and talk about why most people fail on YouTube. Most people meaning me and you, because we no exception. Before we get into these mistakes, I do want to tell you I did start my series Watch Me Blow, which is my 30 days to monetization, where I give myself 30 days to get monetized on YouTube. So if you want to keep up with my journey or do this challenge yourself, it's not nothing unheard of. So many people are doing it. Then go ahead and subscribe. Let's go ahead and talk about these mistakes that we're making that we need to go ahead and put a stop to. Nip it in the bud right here and now. So I got my notes. So the first thing I want to tell you, the first mistake that I think was big for me, having high expectations. And yeah, you don't want to sell yourself short, but at the same time you want to be realistic and know that this internet is not a real place. So don't think that because you're a hit in person and people like you, that the internet and people where it's like worldwide owe you something because you posted. Like, no, my expectations was so high, especially with my married birthday series. I even cut that short because I felt like I was the first person to do that. I don't know if I am, but I felt like at the time I thought that was just like genius. I felt like that should have did way more than what it did. And yeah, so when you're expecting your videos to do certain things or to get certain reactions out of people and it doesn't, it leads to you feeling like, what's the point, or discouraged, at least for me. And I know that for some people too, they feel like, oh, this is the video that's gonna do it, and then when it doesn't do it, they're like, why not? I think it's a great mistake to name first, because most people quit way too early because of having high expectations. But YouTube is something that takes years. Unless you already have an audience and a community of people that's gonna watch you and that's gonna be there for you and things like that. YouTube is something that takes years to really get the hang of, to really even know what you want to post, what you like, and all of that. So YouTube is something that takes time. Mistake number 2 is posting a lot. Everybody has said this: quality over quantity. Like, just because you post a lot doesn't mean that it's perfect. Just because you post a lot doesn't mean that people owe you a view. Just because you post a lot doesn't mean that you're gonna blow. That's not the way it works. At one point, I was one of the creators that was just putting out anything just to say I posted, just to say I stayed consistent. That did not help me at all. People who did enjoy my content no longer did because it became trash. People would prefer to wait for a quality video that's worth watching versus watching something that's crap. They're gonna feel like they wasted a whole 7-8 minutes of their time that they're not gonna get back. And they're probably, next time they see your video pop up, they're probably not gonna watch it. Like, just thinking, when I stayed consistent, my video quality sucked and my content lacked value. Who wanted to watch that? Like, nobody was gonna watch. It wasn't worth watching. It wasn't even worth me recording and putting it out, if I'm being honest. Are you doing that? Mistake number 3 is ignoring your audience. That looks like not responding to comments, not even thinking about your analytics. Like, no, we can't do that. You need to keep watch on your analytics. It is so much good information in there for success. Like, no, you need to make sure you have YouTube Studio. Like, it's there to help you. If you don't have YouTube Studio and you refuse for whatever reason to download that, then you need to at least download vidIQ. That will help you with some of your analytics, and you can see how well a title or a thumbnail is doing, like, you need to at least utilize those. But what's really important and why you should go ahead and get YouTube Studios is because it will break down certain things about your video. For instance, your viewers retention. That is so important. If you know when people are clicking off, you can go back to that time and pinpoint what's making them click off. You need to know that, so that way you can better your content in the future to keep them watching longer. You want people to watch your videos for longer, really the whole thing, but at least a good percent of it, so that way it can continue to be pushed out. You can continue to grow. You don't want people to watch a little bit and then click off and then, oh well. No, you need to listen to your audience. Now, along with that is comments. Make sure that you are replying to comments, but I don't mean just a thank you or oh yeah or sure or an emoji. No, you need to try to say something back to them that's going to engage them further. You want to pull them back to your video. You want to comment something that's going to make them have to reply, whether that's asking a question or stating something else that's a conversational. Like, go to their video or go to their channel, click on a video of theirs, comment on that, and come back and say, hey, thank you, I did see this and I commented, I just watched their video and I love this, whatever, to keep them coming back. Even if they just say thank you, that's their problem. They came back though. They came back to yours. You want to keep trying to, you want to comment. Hi, mommy. My daughter is now in here and growling. And growling. Okay, so but yeah, you want to make sure that you say something that's going to keep them coming back to your video. That's the whole purpose. Keep them coming back to your video. The more engagement, the more comments that you get, the more YouTube algorithm is going to help push your video out to even more people. So you want to make sure that you do that. Don't ignore your audience. Like, stop doing that. Mistake number 4 is about thumbnails and titles. Your thumbnail needs to be fitting for your content. Don't have a random video of you in Walmart and your video is about makeup. Unless you shopping and then giving a tutorial, don't do that. Like, no, don't do that. As a matter of fact, if you're doing that, you need to combine a picture of you shopping and a picture of you doing your makeup to tie the two together. Your thumbnail needs to match. And right now, I don't know about you, but we're in a very, something is in here. We're in a very simple time right now. So you don't really need to have over the top or extravagant type of thumbnails on that, unless that is your style. You don't need that. You could just take a clip from the video, put a little text on it, and call it a day if that's your style. Like, you know, it don't have to be over the top and above and beyond. Bad, confusing, or unclear thumbnails is going to cause people not to click on it at all. And if they click on it and that video ends up not being what they expected, that click off rate is going to hurt you as well. Now, the words on your thumbnail, if your thumbnail have words, do not have to be the same words that are on your title. However, they still need to correlate. They need to match and make sense for the video that you are posting. Don't have your thumbnail of candy grapes and then your title say something about cleaning the room and then the whole entire video is about what you found in Walmart. No, nobody, that's all over the place. It all needs to make sense. The 5th mistake is about niches or a niche or niche, whatever, however you will pronounce it. If you have an unclear niche, you're making a mistake. If you think that you are the niche, you are making a mistake. When you are of the unknown, meaning you're not known to a lot of people, you don't have your own audience already, a community from another platform or wherever the case may be, people are not just going to search you up and want to know whatever it is you're doing no matter what. They're not going to watch a video regardless of what you put out. One of your videos is you taking your kids to the park and y'all going out to eat. It's a vlog. The video after that is about taking your mama shopping for whatever it is. People don't care. I'm sorry to say, people don't care. You're not your niche. You need to find something that you can really grow your audience on, and then ask them, see if they want to see that type of content from you. You cannot just join in thinking that you're going to be your niche and you barely post on social media, people barely follow you, you get no engagement on any other platform or anything like that. You're not your niche. You can't be the niche, because when the person is the niche, people are watching or viewing for their personality first, and then entertainment second. If they're not getting that from you, like your personality, they don't even know if they like you, they're definitely not going to watch your video unless you have a unique angle on it. Like, unless you're like a single mom of 13 and you are taking all 13 of your kids to, I don't know, Disney World in one vehicle, people don't want to see. People are not going to care. It's unique and has a curiosity pull to it. So it will pull people to watch it and see, dang, I wonder how she going to do it. And then that leads them to believe, dang, is this her everyday life? How does that happen? Unless you have one of them type of stories, people are not necessarily going to just want to see what you're doing, how you're doing it, and when and why you do it. They don't care. That's it on unclear niches. Like, I tell anybody that will listen, in all honesty, if you don't have 6 months to a year to really set aside for YouTube, then you just don't even need to start it all together. Like, you need to take a couple of those months to go ahead and really experiment with different type of niches and see what it is that you like, different type of styles in editing, different type of style for content. Like, you need to really figure out what it is that you like to post. It's okay if you have 2 or 3 different type of niches or type of content that you want to do. If you feel like you want to do different type of niches, or you feel like the content that you want to produce is in different niches, that's okay. You might need to go ahead and create a separate channel or a third channel, whatever the case may be. But to start out, you need to first experiment. Once you have one that you want to stick with, pick it, stick with it, and don't throw everything together, because that is going to confuse your audience. But doing that in the beginning is going to help you in the long run. You don't want to start with something and then switch over later and then switch over again and then all of that. No, you already want to know what you like, how you want to do it, what you're going to do, when you're going to do it, and then go ahead and start there. But don't just come out thinking that you are going to be the niche, or that you can do whatever it is that you want because it's your channel and people are going to watch it. No, you are going to drive people away from you. So that is all I wanted to talk to you about. I'm so glad I had thought about that. I really was just gonna throw this wig off and go on and get myself together, but I had to come back and I said, no, wait a minute, I had more to talk about. I got something else to say. Those are the mistakes and the reasons why I feel that people fail on YouTube. Check your expectations at the door. Thinking quantity over quality is crazy. Ignoring your audience as if they don't matter, when really there's a whole reason for even doing it. Having unclear thumbnails and titles that don't match your videos, and thinking that you are the niche, or that you can do whatever on your channel because it is yours and that people are going to watch it anyways. Yeah. Those are mistakes that you want to avoid. Let's not do those things. Let's go ahead and continue to grow. And again, before we close out this video, I am Shekira Unique. I am currently doing my Watch Me Blow series, which is my 30 days to monetization, where I am giving myself 30 days to monetize on YouTube. Let's see if I can do it. If you want to go ahead and follow my journey, or if you want to join in and go along with this with me, make sure you subscribe, and you can go ahead and shoot me a text, which means comment down below saying I'm in, so that way I know that I can go to your channel and I can do the same, and I can go ahead and watch a couple videos or two and tell you what I think, and you can tell me what you think, and we can just chop it up and chat it up here. With that being said, Shekira Unique signing out. See me in my next one.